Good morning, class. I want to welcome you to Chapter 1 before you actually sit down in class with me uh, a week from yesterday, actually, on the 31st of August, to really get into this course in organizational systems and processes. The way I teach OS&P is from a practical standpoint. I don't want you to get all nervous looking at the syllabus and wondering what's going on. It'll all work out. I promise you. We'll have fun with this course. There's a lot to learn. We learn organizational behavior from a purist standpoint. In other words, it is not a course of operations. It's a course in how organizations operate, meaning we start with the individual, and from the individual, we go to the teams, if you will, which is made up of a bunch of individuals. And every team, we call them departments and organizations. They end up being part of the total organization, which supports the long and short-term strategic plans and also the organizational mission. So it's kind of a domino effect all the way up the line. I like to use the Socratic approach when I teach. In other words, I like to ask a lot of questions to see what's going on in your head. I'm looking to satisfy the course objectives in a lot of different ways. And that means that I am going to have interactive group discussions, class discussions with you as an entire class, and also I am going to look at measured objectives, which of course is testing, but the testing isn't going to be all that bad. I'm going to sporadically, I shouldn't say sporadically, but it's on your syllabus. There will be true and false, multiple choice, fill in the blank type test, no big deal. And there will also be 3 essays, and the essays really, a page and a half double spaced with 3 references. I think you can do that. And finally, the threaded discussions. I will actually be grading you on how you interact with one another, how you answer the threads. I think class participation is one thing, but I also think that what you do outside of class asynchronously in a less threatening type of environment is also meaningful. And different students learn different ways, so I wanted to give you all different testing modalities. Okay, what else? Class is 5:30 to 10:15. I know everybody works all day, and this is a whole other life. But also, remember, you are in an accelerated course. And what does that mean? Accelerated courses mean that what you do in 8 weeks is the equivalent of what you do in a traditional semester. So we need to work a little harder, but not necessarily spin our wheels going crazy with it. It means we work smarter. That means we find ways to integrate our personal studies with our work life and home life. Some of you might be comfortable answering the thread at 2 in the morning. Some might be 6 a.m. before you go to work. Whatever it is that you feel comfortable doing, that's what I want you to do. I want you to learn. That's the most important thing. Learn. What are you getting out of this? How much of it are you going to retain? So the first chapter really is what's OB? What's organizational behavior about? We'll go through the syllabus, go through the overview, the whole thing. You can download the syllabus. And also, I am only going to give you, as I said in the syllabus, release 2 chapters at a time on Blackboard. And what that means, very simply, is that I don't want you to be overwhelmed with looking at all 8 weeks. I will post the PowerPoints for each chapter in each module for each week. In other words, if you look at the weekly modules on the left-hand side of your screen, click on the URL, says weekly modules, you'll see module 1 and 2 for weeks 1 and 2. You click on the hyperlink after you read the course objectives on those modules. And when you click on the hyperlink, it'll have all material in there that you need to study. Included in that material will be the PowerPoint for that particular chapter. Download it, put it to your screen, desktop, if you will, a laptop, and be able to follow it through. Print them out, bring the slides to class, use them for notes, whatever makes you learn. That's what you want to do. I'll throw some YouTube videos in there as we go through each week. I go with the pace of the class. If the class is going fast, I'm going to make you challenged. I'm going to make sure that you are challenged. If some are going a little slower than others, then we slow down a bit. But what's important is what you get out of it and what you retain. Okay? That's kind of it. So I will look forward to seeing all of you on Monday down in Plymouth, 5:30 sharp. Be there every square. Take care.